their new album, of course, is in the stores. Robin, what's in the news?
Well, everybody's making a big deal about Dwight Gooden throwing a no-hitter last night in a Yankee game. They're saying that Dwight was just about ready to be shipped off to the minor leagues.
See?
And saved himself.
So what does that tell you?
With this what?
What does that tell you about human nature?
Could do it all the time?
Could do it all the time.
Had to have his back against the wall, huh?
That's a lot of ball players. They get paid so much money up front. I'm not against ball players making money. I say the more the merrier. But I'm one of those few people who feels that money is, these guys are performers and they should try and get as much as they can. But when a guy has no pressure on him, he performs one way. Some people have that internal pressure that, says, I got to do it. They
perform no matter what.
Right, like you and me. Mm-hmm. Even though, we get paid and we have a contract and we can basically slouch off, we don't. All right, we do, but we don't.
Not much.
Not much.
We get it. We kick it into gear.
Yeah, some shows are better than others. But, okay, here's the point. Dwight Gooden had the power inside of him, the natural ability, which his coaches always knew, to pitch a great game. Now, all of a sudden, he's about to go to the minors. He went, uh-oh. Wonder if he was on coke. He'll probably be partying tonight, though, won't he? He'll be partying then.
Well, one doesn't know, but he had spent part of the previous season banned from baseball and almost all of last season banned from baseball because of his drug problems. Got picked up by the Yankees, was brought on, has had some lackluster appearances on the mound up until last night when he met the Seattle Mariners and shut them out 2-0.
I've had some lackluster appearances on the mound, but not the baseball mound. My wife's.
And here is the call at the end of the game.
Who's doing that?
Oh, some guy from ABC.
Was that Greg?
It was number 2.
Oh, okay. Got it. Hold on.
Lifted in the air, in the infield. Derek Jeter waiting. Makes the catch. A no-hitter for Dwight Gooden.
Now he's going to lose his motivation.
You think that'll be the end?
This will carry him for 2 years. It's the worst thing that could have happened to him. It's over. He'll never see that again. That's his first no-hitter.
Yeah, ever in his career.
Yeah.
So here is Dwight Gooden after the game talking about what it felt like.
Where the white women at?
Yeah, I felt great. It was a good feeling, and I want to take this time. I want to dedicate that game to my father, who was undergoing surgery, and this is all for him.
His father undergoes open heart surgery today, so...
Yeah, his father probably had a heart attack from all the aggravation Dwight Gooden gives him.
We'll never know. But...
My boy's a good pitcher, and then he involved in all that nonsense. Now I have a heart attack.
But everybody's hailing the return of Dr. K. That's what they used to call him,
Yeah.
Doc Gooden.
Doc Gooden.
So anyway, he's all happy with himself now.
They're all proud of himself.
Meanwhile, some guy who was the most valuable player in the NFL has announced that he has become drug dependent as a result of all the painkillers he's been on for various injuries he's suffered. Brett Favre? Favre, okay. He led the Green Bay Packers, I guess, to an NFC title this past year. And
we don't even know his name.
That's right. Looks like Favre to me.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing. Favre.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, now he says that because of a bunch of injuries, he's been on a number of different painkillers.
I see.
And he got himself addicted, I guess. So now he needs to go into rehab to get off the painkillers. Made that announcement yesterday. He will enter treatment this week for however long it takes to cure a dependency on these drugs. I don't know how this came to light or what problems it was causing him, but he says that he possibly became dependent upon medications after years of playing in pain and several surgeries. So he voluntarily joined the NFL substance abuse program. He didn't wait for anybody to track him down. Of course, we heard last week about Lawrence Taylor being caught, or was it 2 weeks ago now that Lawrence Taylor was caught in some drug thing down in the Carolinas.
I have no problem with any football player being on crack or any other drug of his choice. That's an absolutely brutal sport that you have to be on something to get through that. Yeah,
well, you know what?
And I'm upset that people in cars driving around are on drugs and nobody makes a big deal about it. A guy in a football field, that's a perfect place to do drugs. You would have to have some artificial stimulant to get through being pounded on by 300-pound men.
Go on that field; those other monsters are going to leap on you.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Knicks Bulls games?
No, because I'm in production. Really, that's why.
On Sunday, I was watching the game. And what's that guy's name? Derek Harper, something like that?
Yeah.
He was fouled by a guy and fell on the court in agony. I mean, he was just crying. They took him off, and you thought, oh, that's it. You'll never see him again.
He's right back.
10 seconds later, he's back out on the court smiling, raising his arms above his head. I said, what the hell they shoot him up?
Well, they should have anyway.
To get him back out there so quickly. But, so I suspect that they do something to you out there. You're not laying on the ground in agony one minute and playing the next.
LT should be allowed to take as much drugs as he needs to get through the day.
Well, crack isn't necessarily a therapeutic drug.
How do you know?
Sure it is.
Are you on it? It seems to make LT happy.
Even LT says there's something wrong with this picture, and I need to get it straightened out.
Mm.
So we hope that he does that.
Yeah, we got to get LT in here and talk about crack.
I would love to.
Yeah.
What happened? Why can't we get him on the phone now? We're talking to him every other time.
Yeah, whenever he decides to become a wrestler, we get him in here. Whenever he's got some book or some CD, some rap record.
Right, he's promoting some stupid thing. We can talk to him. Anytime something serious is going on, he's undercover.
He was on the phone the last time when he wanted to get into that putt-putt golf. Didn't he buy a putt-putt golf place, LT? Something like that. It was a golf thing. LT miniature golf.
Really?
Yeah, right on the phone. Little crack problem, man. We don't hear from the guy.
Crack and chip.
I don't know. I remember the wrestling interview. I don't remember putt-putt golf.
Yeah, I think it was a golfing thing. Miniature golf.
O.J. Simpson was at Oxford yesterday answering questions about his trial. He was speaking before the Oxford Union Debating Society.
Did anybody scream out at him?
Yes, there were a lot of people protesting outside of the institution. They say that O.J., however, made a very good appearance. His reviews are quite good in the paper today.
That's good. He won over the crowd.
Not the crowd. He just seemed to be more poised and articulate than he has in previous public appearances since he beat that murder charge. They say that he handled questions about the crime forcefully.
Did you do it? No. That's basically it.
And that he came back at people who were asking him difficult questions. So they feel that he carried himself quite well during this performance, this appearance. Asked why he was there, he said it was because he was invited, and here are some of the other things he had to say.
I can't imagine that I'll ever look back on this incident and smile and think see anything real. I can never be happy about it, I guess I should say. But I do think I've learned a lot from it.
I would never be happy about this experience. Well, gee. Who would sit there and listen to him talk?
Well, the place was packed overflowing.
Those dumb Brits who sit and worship us and worship everything we're about, even our O.J.
Well, they got caught up in the frenzy, too.
Yep.
So.
You got to see British television to understand why O.J. would be the most exciting thing. The state controls it, and
it's awful.
It's billiards and animal shows.
And long, long cricket games.
Yeah.
Take days.
Oof. I'd be excited about O.J., too. Hey, some guy wants to yell at me for a second. Hold on. Yes, Cliff, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, I got a problem about what you're talking about with Dwight Gooden, about how after he pitches no-hitter, he's going out and doing coke. You know, I'm a recovering addict myself.
Yeah,
so? I mean, what he's done is great for all recovering addicts.
Why?
He was as low as he possibly could get, and he pitched a no-hitter last night. Now he's going to be immortalized, and he's also going to the Hall of Fame.
I just see it
in the Hall of Fame that he's going to go to for this.
I see it as typical of his... By the way, I don't have any... First of all, I don't think Dwight Gooden should ever have been suspended for using cocaine. I don't have any problem with him using it. If that's what he uses, then fine. God bless him. I don't believe in putting people in jail or taking away their jobs for drug use. That's number one. Number two, I mean, there's plenty of people who go to work every day on drugs, legal and illegal, and it's none of my business.
Well, then why do you
it's totally hypocritical. But my point of view on Dwight Gooden is that he is the typical, forget about his drug use, he is the typical loser. When things start going good for him, he sabotages himself. And he will lose motivation. All he wanted to do, he had to prove himself. He was in danger of going to the minors. He had the ability inside him all along to pitch great games. He finally pitches a great game, and I'm telling you, the guy will screw up again.
You're wrong, because his last 3 outings, he's done fantastic. He's done better and better each time.
We'll see.
I got a big problem with Black Kluge Robin over there, who doesn't even know enough to do some research and find out what Brett Favre's real name is. And
why would you do research on him?
Why would you do research?
About it today.
Why would you do research on this show?
You stupid bitch. That's your job. You get paid big money.
When you fall off the wagon, I'll come visit you in the rehab.
You never do any research at all.
I'll come visit you in the rehab when you fall off the wagon.
Don't be so sensitive, Robin. You don't do any research. You get paid big bucks to sit there and you read the newspaper.
I'm not being very sensitive. I'm simply saying I'll visit you when you fall off the wagon.
You read the newspaper all day. You should read the newspaper beforehand.
Can't even get through life without taking a few drugs?
You should know, right, Robin? You dumb Black Kluge.
Thank you very much.
You should really do some more research before you go on the air and make an ass out of yourself, like you do very, very often.
You never mispronounce anybody's name.
If it was my job, you're damn right I wouldn't.
Right, I bet you didn't. You've never lost a job. You've been so conscientious while you were taking drugs.
That's exactly right. Ask Jackie. Jackie will tell you don't do your research, right, Jackie?
Right.
Right, Jackie?
I'm not here, sir.
Come on, Jackie, tell her.
Don't try to enlist any help. This is your fight.
You sit there and you read the newspaper all day long. You don't even know how to pronounce someone's name.
Who cares? It doesn't make that big a difference.
You make yourself look like an ass.
Fine. To you, I look like an ass.
And to everybody else, you don't even know what you're doing.
I'm very upset that you feel that way about me.
All the money you make, you can't even research. Ask someone. Ask Gary, who knows football. Right. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Brett Favre. You're an idiot.
Oh, boy.
Who cares?
You're an idiot. You look like an ass.
Go away. If I cared about the guy's name, I'd look it up.
That's your job.
Are you done berating us?
You tell me what my job is.
Of course it's your job.
You've decided that. When did you get to determine my job description?
Huh? You're still yelling at him, but he's not even there.
You hung up on him. I don't know.
Let's pick on Fred now.
Why? I knew the guy's name.
You made Robin look bad.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, so we were in the middle of O.J. Do you have more tape of O.J.?
Yes, I do have more tape of O.J. Let me see. What is his name?
O.J., you can't mispronounce.
O.J. Simonson, is it? Let's see. What else did O.J. have to say yesterday?
They don't want a dialogue. They just want to spew this venom. They don't want to try to work anything out. And I think if you look throughout history, when you found anybody about whatever the cause might be, when they wouldn't allow their opposition or their opponent to speak, they were up to no good.
What's he talking about?
There he was commenting on how women's groups have, said that he isn't an admitted wife beater.
Right.
And he says he has not been able to have a dialogue with those people. They only want to blame him.
Oh, I see. He's now a student of history. Well, of course they blame him. He's a convicted wife beater at best.
But he also says that if you're going to be rough on him for being a wife batterer, you also have to be just as tough on women who slap their husbands.
All right, we will be. How's that? Okay? When we find one.
And finally, he had these words to say about Nicole.
Nicole is the mother of my kids, so I have one rule with my lawyers: we can't do anything to trash Nicole. So
that's nice.
All the negative things you've heard about her has come from her so-called friends.
I see. So-called.
He has never said anything bad about her.
That's one thing I like about O.J. He doesn't say anything bad about Nicole. Just killed her. That's all. So, but at least he doesn't say bad things about her.
He doesn't badmouth her.
He's a good man. What a great guy.
He also says that he is flat broke and that he can't afford to continue the investigation to find the real killers.
Sure.
He said there was a very strong lead.
There is. It's O.J. They found out it's O.J. who did it. In fact, his investigators found out it was O.J.
There's a very strong lead in San Francisco.
I see.
And he didn't have the money to follow up on it because of all the money he's paid to defend himself so far.
I see. Let's take
he's also over there talking to movie producers.
Good.
So we hope
British movie producers.
Since he's flat broke.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be in a movie. If he goes in a movie, man, I'll vomit on that movie. He should be in porno. He should be in gay porno. That's what I wish on him. Gay porno with animals. I'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Once again, I was in here screaming about Bernhard Goetz and O.J. Simpson. I said, you know, I hope the despicable freaks who paid for O.J. to go over to England $27,000, I hope that they rot in hell. Because I get crazy when I think about O.J. So O.J. Simpson is free today because he is a black man. He had a black jury who decided to vote for him because he is black. I'll give you an example. Bernhard Goetz, who is now in all kind of trouble, can never make a dime, was found guilty because he's white. Because, do you remember, Robin, you did the story a couple of weeks before, after the Bernhard Goetz incident, after he actually shot those guys. There was a black guy on the subway who had an illegal gun. He was attacked by some black youths, and he shot them dead. And he was never brought to trial. It was considered a justifiable homicide. Mm-hmm. They said that he had an illegal handgun, and that was a charge, but they dropped that charge. And I know you remember this because you did the story.
Yeah.
I said, well, you know, Bernhard Goetz has been tortured because he's a white guy who killed some black guys. In the O.J. Simpson case, I mean, O.J. Simpson's DNA was all over the crime scene. O.J. Simpson's blood was there. No one can explain why his blood was there. And then when that jury came out and they interviewed some of the people and they said, well, Mr. O.J. Simpson, they didn't prove nothing to me. I didn't see any proof. I didn't see any, they didn't have any real proof. They never proved it beyond a reasonable doubt. And then when I was sitting there watching that on TV, I was like, they didn't prove it. You mean, in other words, they didn't have a picture of O.J. killing his wife? So you need a picture of a guy killing his wife? And very few crimes, they have a picture of the guy committing the crime. Unless
there's usually no videotape or photograph.
Once in a while, you do see that. Some of these kids who do these drive-bys actually videotape themselves doing it. You're lucky,
or you go to the 7-Eleven and you commit a crime, and they always have the camera going.
Yeah. But it makes me nuts when I see this O.J., who is a murderer, right? He murdered two people. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in anyone's mind. He murdered those two people. There is nobody in San Francisco who murdered those two people. It was O.J. O.J. in a rage. And this woman even knew it. Nicole Simpson said all along,
this is what's going to happen.
O.J., she used to say to O.J., you're going to kill me one day, and America loves you so much, they're not going to convict you. You know? And she said, I'm going to even lock pictures of myself in a safety deposit box and leave notes and call 911 and document you beating me.
I'm going to keep a diary.
And it made no difference. It made no difference.
She couldn't have done any more.
She couldn't have done any more. And this poor Fred Goldman, who stands alone against the world with this ridiculous case, who didn't get justice. His son, his young, beautiful son, was killed by O.J.'s murdering hands. Can get no justice. He's nothing more than a joke. I've seen people laugh at him when he's sitting there on TV screaming for the blood of O.J. And whole thing makes me cuckoo, but what am I going to do? I got my movie lens, and I have to get into that.
That's going to calm you right down.
Yes.
Life goes on.
Life goes on. Listen, I got to make the film, Robin. I saw you on the set. You were making the film as well, so I didn't see you stopping.
Yeah, but I'm not screaming either.
I see.
Don't rant like that and then say, but I got to go do a movie.
Okay. Well,
I mean, usually after a rant like that, somebody takes action.
That is my fault as a human being. I admit it. It's a deep problem with me.
NBC News reports Senate Majority Leader Bob Dole will resign from the Senate. He is the man who expects to get the Republican nomination to run for the presidency, Howard.
He's resigning from the Senate?
He's resigning from the Senate, according to NBC News.
Or as the Senate Majority Leader?
No, from the Senate.
Wow.
Everybody thought he was going to turn over his duties to someone else. That was the rumor that had been circulating, that he was going to stop taking care of the day-to-day business of the Senate. But nobody expected that he was going to completely resign. But now that's what NBC News is reporting. The network cites unnamed sources as saying Dole wants to make a clean break from the Senate and spend all of his time on the presidential race.
Oh, gee, I thought he was resigning as the Senate Majority Leader. Oh, I see.
Nope,
wow.
He's resigning from the Senate, according to this new and latest report.
That's a smart move. He's going to lose the election because of the abortion issue.
Well, then he'll be free to retire.
Yeah, which is really what he wants to do anyway. The guy is way too old. They say age is not a factor. Trust me. Meet any 76-year-old guy. There's no energy.
How old is your dad?
My dad is about 76, and my dad even says, oh, my God, I couldn't go back to work if I wanted to. I'm exhausted. I am drained. I am tired. I don't want to go back to work. You don't
buy this, I run every day.
No.
I'm active, and I'm excited.
No. It's a matter of fact. The guy has a couple of years left on the planet. Your body slows down at that age. And basically, he would run a presidency much like he probably runs a Senate office. He's not going to be there.
You don't know that. I mean, he could be like George Burns and live to be 100. So
Doesn't
he's got
matter.
30 more years left on this earth.
30 bad years. 30 unproductive years. It's the time for him to go camping and golfing and sit around and talk about the good old days. He can stay home, near a toilet.
Near a toilet.
That's where old people should be. They go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. I could have been president. He missed it.
What?
He missed his time. He's been trying to be the president for a long time. And
that's true.
Yeah.
He's wanted it for quite some time, and I suppose it's just the dream that's left.
He doesn't even really look at the energy he's putting into his campaign. He can't even get up and define himself in a speech. He can't rouse anybody to vote or to take action. It's a guy who's tired.
Well, his advisors are telling him that it's because he's been too busy with his Senate duties.
Right.
You know, they continually do these polls. Bill Clinton is still leading by a significant majority, and they think it's because he's not out on the campaign trail.
Right. Well, that's a good point.
Now they're going to get him out on the campaign trail, and we'll see what happens. The ValuJet plane that crashed in the Florida Everglades, killing 110 people now because there was a baby on board that was not on the manifest. You know, this kid didn't have a seat. He was probably just, on the lap of a parent or something. They've now found evidence that a baby also died in this horrible crash.
No, they say the plane exploded before it hit.
They say they're speculating that it could have exploded. They found those kind of singe marks and soot marks that come from a fire. And a fire would indicate that something exploded since the engines didn't burn up. So they're thinking that maybe these oxygen canisters they had on board, or oxygen generators they had on board, might have been the cause of an explosion. So now they're looking into that. They have not found the voice recorder from the flight. They did find one of the other black boxes.
We have the black box. Here's what it says. Oh, my God. That's it. You think you had time to say anything? I'll tell you. You think the alligator swallows the baby whole, or do you think it eats you in chunks? God almighty.
I cannot tell you the answer to that question.
I hope for their sake those people blew up before they were eaten by alligators. Man. Oh. Planes. Those are, did they find, where are those planes from? Are they from Turkey, or were they...
I forget exactly where they were
Turkey.
Purchased. But it was some European country, I think.
They don't know how to maintain a plane over in Europe. If they did, they'd win wars.
But the plane was here now.
Yeah, it don't matter.
They should have been maintained here.
They're saying that the plane was maintained, but, let's those Turks get their hands on it.
You just figure there's no saving it.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. Well, all I know is that if it was these generators blowing up, then there was nothing wrong with the plane. It was simply that they were carrying cargo that caused them a problem.
There you go. I'd like to check the cargo bay before I take off.
And now you want to know what's packed in the plane before it takes off.
Isn't that great? Flammable objects. Things that explode when there's too much pressure.
They've probably been doing it all along, and, this time it didn't work out.
Right, Robbie.
That's sometimes what happens. It worked so far.
It's my name for you now, Robbie.
Robbie?
Yeah, it's exciting.
I don't particularly like that name.
Doesn't matter. Hey, now.
A hearing is scheduled today in California for 4 sixth graders. This kid crime wave that's going on is just incredible.
Hey, now.
The sixth graders are accused of trying to poison their teacher. The hearing is to determine whether the 2 boys and 2 girls should remain in juvenile detention. Lucerne Valley police say other students watched before spiked teachers Gatorade with rat poison on Friday. But police say one student warned the teacher and she escaped injury. Police believe the attempted poisoning took place because one of the girls may have been flunking the class.
Right. Well, that's understandable.
Really?
She had a reason.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry. A Saratoga County grand jury has ordered a 43-year-old man to pay his daughter $93.5 million for repeatedly abusing her sexually when she was a child. That's not funny, Jackie.
Hey, he finds it funny. What are you going to do?
The young woman is now in her third year at Albany State University, and she says she hopes this judgment sends a warning to other abusers. Her father, Ralph Cheatham, pleaded guilty in 1998 to sexually abusing her and spent 4 years in prison. Authorities say he repeatedly touched her genitals beginning when she was in kindergarten and repeatedly had sexual intercourse with her when she reached the age of 9.
Come on.
Cheatham is a former cop in a suburb of Albany and now lives in Westminster, Maryland. He did not appear in court.
No. It's not the kind of thing you want to appear in front of people. No.
Hey, well, just don't do it, and then you'll never have that problem.
Really?
Yeah.
I see.
But remember that, abusers. $93.5 million.
Will you be suing your father for his $93.5 million?
He doesn't have a dime.
You can't sue him? We should take him to court.
There was, she had a conviction.
I see.
So I don't think a suit would be possible.
I guess you put it behind you, Robin. You're not taking your dad to court.
No, I don't. I wouldn't even bother. Waste of time.
You know what? We should at least go over to his place and steal his watch. Some kind of restitution.
Take his TV.
Take his TV. Where's my TV? Robin took it. She wants restitution. All right. What am that? I'm out of you.
What did he say?
What am that? What a knucklehead.
What am that?
What am that?
What am restitution?
Yeah. Well, listen, Robin, you have triumphed. It was documented in your book and now in paperback. Go ahead.
Chuck Jones is facing prison time. Chuck Jones is the man accused of stalking Marla Maples and stealing her shoes.
Oh, I thought it was that guy who sells those animation cells. I want to put him in prison. Lock him up, too. Those things cost too much money.
No, we're talking about Chuck Jones, the PR man.
Right.
He got into trouble with the Trump.
He fell in love with Marla Maples' shoes, right? We had him on the show.
Yeah.
Well, those are beautiful shoes.
He stole her shoes and her boots.
Not a bra.
70 pairs. Didn't they say they found underwear or something, though?
They might have.
But they only charged him with the shoes.
Well, underwear they understand. Shoes are sick.
Jones is free on $500,000 bail secured by his home in Greenwich, Connecticut. He was sentenced in April of 1994 to 1.5 to 4.5 years in prison, but the conviction has been on appeal. Now he has lost that appeal. I guess he's going to start serving his jail time pretty soon.
How much time?
1.5 to 4.5 is what he got.
And OJ's free, and he's playing golf and going to England. Amazing.
Donald Trump said of the appeals court ruling that it was about time.
Right.
Chuck Jones is a stalker, a very sick and dangerous man. That according to Donald Trump. Jones has an appearance tomorrow in Manhattan criminal court on a harassment charge that also has to do with Marla Maples. He started faxing around pictures of her nude, supposedly.
Ooh. Why did we receive none?
We apparently didn't ask.
All right.
Jones admitted that he faxed the photos, but he said they were only faxed to people who asked for them.
Oh.
However, somehow or other, they wound up going to Donald Trump's office. Trump says that they were not pictures of his wife, but of a nude body with his wife's head superimposed on them.
I see.
Remember the investment banker from Greenwich who got into trouble because he was on the plane, had a little too much to drink, and then went crazy and got up on the food cart and made a duty?
Yeah. The guy who made duty on the plane and then wiped the walls with it. That was the executive name. Hey, would you blow me?
No, it was actually Gerard Finneran. He has now been put on probation and will be made to pay a fine for that drunken rampage. He was sentenced yesterday to 2 years federal probation and fined $5,000. He also agreed to perform 300 hours of community service. Who wants him to do that?
Yeah.
What group is going to invite him?
Yeah. There's a good idea.
But they say he's going to do that community service at the South 40 Corporation in New York, an organization that's an organization that finds jobs for ex-addicts and offenders. A federal judge in Brooklyn also ordered Finneran to not drink too much alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how's he supposed to know what that is? Undergo counseling and not drink on airplanes. So
right.
I guess he can never drink on a plane again.
And OJ's free to drink wherever he wants.
Do whatever he wants. He's flying back to New York today, as a matter of fact.
They should make that guy only allowed to fly cheap airlines, you know?
Over the Everglades.
Over the Everglades, if we're eaten by alligators. Can you imagine sitting there on a plane, guys, runs up onto the cart, jumps up nude, makes duty, and then wipes it all over the walls. That is so wrong.
Drunk or sober, when would you want to do something like that?
Well, Jackie's been drunk and done stuff like that on a car.
But not in a plane.
Right.
Oh.
Anything else?
Antonio Banderas, you predicted last week when we were playing the Mike Walker game that Antonio Banderas would never marry Melanie Griffith.
And I stand by that.
He just married her yesterday.
I do not believe it.
Oh, you don't?
Nope. You can't prove that to me. You don't have any proof they're married, do you?
Well, one of the tabloids is reporting that the wedding has taken place.
I do not believe it.
So there.
You don't have any proof. You have pictures of the wedding? No.
People saw them, apparently, going into some
I don't care.
piece or something.
There am no video.
And finally this morning, a Genesee County man was killed early this morning after the motorcycle he was riding slammed into a cow.
Jackie's favorite part of the show is the news.
The sheriff's department says the accident occurred about 1:15 in the morning on a country road near Batavia. A 25-year-old man was rushed to the hospital, but he died there an hour later after hitting the cow. They don't tell me what condition the cow is in. I'll try to track that down.
Very good, Robin.
That's what's happening.
Robin, let me do a couple of plugs. I mentioned your paperback is out in the stores. A lot of people able to now afford the book if they couldn't before. All the great pictures, all the story, everything is still there. It's all in paperback. Jackie Penhose Martling.
Hose?
That's right. 78 wild minutes of filthy jokes on CD Martling or cassette Martling on the hysterical Sergeant Pecker, featuring the Martling. $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. Father's Day special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. That's Jackie's special hotline number. We get on all those great deals. Thursday night, June 6th, Jackie at Catch a Rising Star. Nothing better than a live Jackie show on a Thursday night in Philadelphia. For dirty jokes and Jokeland's web address, call 516-922-WINE. Don't forget, my dear friends, the Spin Doctors have a new album out, and it's called You've Got to Believe in Something. This Saturday, join King Norris Unplugged at Detour at 13 and 1st in Manhattan. Don't miss Jackie Jogman, Stuttering John, and Baba Hohai at the Kevin Gillespie Softball Tournament this Saturday on Randall's Island. I ask all my listeners to support the Kevin Gillespie Softball Tournament. You remember who Kevin Gillespie is? Was the police officer who got shot.
Yes, he is.
You can watch the games, play miniature golf, or take batting practice. It's a family day. For more information, call 212-860-6586. And Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert are going to be on TV when? Tonight?
Tonight at 8 o'clock on CBS.
A bunch of interviews. Supposed to be a good show. Got a good review. If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. And also, the Spin Doctors will be on America Online when? I lost the plug.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that one either.
Me neither. I got to go make a phony phone call to O.J. Simpson. I'm going to pose as Ivan Reitman and offer him a movie
Tell him
deal.
you want him in a movie.
Yeah. Hello, O.J. This is Ivan Reitman.
Well, hello, Mr. Reitman. I love your films.
Yeah, I would love to put you in a movie.
I would love to be in your movie. I would love to be in Twins, too.
Oh, yeah, chat with Spin Doctors May 29th at 8 p.m. America Online. Well, no, I'm producing my first snuff film, O.J., and we need you for it.
Oh, I'd be glad to do it for you.
9 p.m. live from the Nightingale Club, spindoctors.inch.com. It can be live on the Internet. Okay. You know, I was listening to the Sluggo show last night, yesterday afternoon. Sluggo. We have a disc jockey named Sluggo now.
Is that right?
And Sluggo was playing No Woman, No Cry, the great Bob Marley tune, but a new version of it.
Made by?
I don't know who, but I would play this song if I had it. Who does that? I love it.
First of all, the guy that manages the Spin Doctors manages them. It's a band called the Fugees.
The Fugees.
And it's a great record.
Yeah, well, where is it? Never mind. Don't give me a history. Just give me the song. Fuji's. Fafa Fuji's. No wonder you love that band. Did you hear Gary trying to get the name Fuji's past those teeth and lips? Fuji's. You got it, Gary?
No, but don't worry about it.
Oh.
Howard, all I know is in this box is supposed to be everything we play.
Right.
And nothing we ever look for is ever in here.
Right.
You go to F.
Good system. 652 cut 12.
Thank you, Tom. Tom, happy I mentioned the Sluggo show. Thank you for mentioning the Sluggo show.
What time is Sluggo on?
Sluggo's on in the afternoon. Thank you for mentioning the Sluggo show, Howard.
I'll have to tune in.
Putt in peace.
Now I can play golf in peace. I don't know. It must have been, it was around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had a miserable day yesterday.
What did you do?
Well, it was a day off from the movie, and I go home, and my wife, of course, has the house loaded with people working in it, doing wallpaper, blinds. And, of course, when people are in there, I can't walk around because we parade around. We pretend that the people working there don't know that I live there, even though they all know. But I don't want them to see me.
So you're keeping up the pretense even though you know
yeah, they all know.
Good reason.
Yeah, so I'm stuck downstairs in my office. I can't come up and do anything. So I said I might as well just be working on the movie. I had an absolute...
be at the set.
Yeah, I had an absolute miserable
you're
day.
Locked into another room.
Yeah. And every time I want to go upstairs and get something to eat, my wife goes, "Don't come up, they'll see you." She goes, "I'll go make the food for you." Then I tell her what I want. I said, "Make me a salad. I want chopped up cabbage, carrots, lettuce, tomato. I want a shot of Grey Poupon mustard, oil and vinegar, 1 can of tuna fish with water, and some steamed broccoli." And she goes, "I don't want to. You go up and make it."
That was too much.
Yeah, that like broke the camel's back. I go, "Well, then why did you ask me?" She goes, "I'll lock all the doors and kick all the people out for 5 minutes. How long is it going to take you to make this?" She goes, "How long is it going to take you to make this?" And I go, "I want to eat for 5 minutes, Alice, and I just need 5 minutes in the kitchen." I don't. You know, it was just like, why don't I go back to work? Why don't you? That was my day yesterday. No sex. She didn't even come up and kiss me goodnight. Nothing.
She wasn't happy to see you at home?
During the week, we don't have sex. That's like the rule now. It only happens on Saturdays.
Whose rule?
It just became the rule.
But how long has that rule been in effect?
It's for months, maybe a year. I get it once a week. I get it on Saturdays. I told you.
If it's only months a year, you've been lying for years
Yep.
about how much sex.
I am. I'm not. Then I was lying because I'm telling you, it seems like forever now. We're down to 1 day a week.
You've been telling me that for years.
And not only that, like I came home, I thought she was going to service me on her knees, and she didn't.
On her knees. Why did you think that?
I just thought that she'd be excited that I was home. I didn't have to work on the movie. I didn't come in late.
Oh, I thought you saw her make a move or something.
No, it's nothing happened.
You call in advance and say, "Make sure you're on your knees when I get home"?
No, she just doesn't think of it. That's what pisses me off. She'd never even think about it.
No initiative.
Yeah.
But she never initiated anyway.
I know, she does. She's not the type that initiates. I bet you that stripper Trouble initiates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Every girl initiates except my wife. She's not into sex. And everybody tells me she's busy and all the work people. She has to take the kid. I go, yeah, but you know what? You manage to squeeze in some time to please your man. She doesn't really love pleasing me. She doesn't live for, like, she doesn't get turned on. You know what I mean?
Well, Howard, maybe it's because of her partner.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want to take some responsibility?
I'll take full responsibility, but I got to find someone who is turned on by me. No, I'll take it all. I don't mind taking the responsibility, but hey, listen, when the chemistry's not there, it's not there.
What chemistry? I'm talking about your technique.
Please. So I'm bad in bed. At least, so you know what? Care for your man. He comes home after working 27 hours straight.
Fake it.
Fake it.
I'm with Howard. He gives her a great life.
Well, the point is, I
Fake it.
agree with you there that, you know, you're staying married to the man.
Do
You ought to
something.
do something.
Or give up the charade and say you want somebody else.
You're just dying for her to want someone else so you can go get somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I want to have sex.
You're trying to set her up to leave.
I want to have sex more than once a week. I confess. I do. I mean, I'm a young guy still.
If your wife came to you today and she said, "Honey, you know what? I'm not getting what I need from you. I'm going to go to somebody else." You wouldn't cry. You'd go,
no.
"See ya."
I'd say, fine.
Gary, give me his number.
Yeah, I'd say, I want to go do that, too.
Get me trouble.
He'd be devastated.
Find me trouble.
Call her up and tell her.
No. You tell her. You know what? And you know what happened? Like Saturday, when she came by the movie set, we had sex.
Right.
Because it was Saturday. If it wasn't Saturday, we wouldn't have had sex.
If that was Thursday?
Right.
It wouldn't have happened?
So it was like, we have to do it. It's almost like superstition with it. We have to do it on Saturday, or else that means our marriage is totally a farce.
Because if you miss a Saturday, then also it's 14 days.
Yeah, right. And we have missed Saturdays, and it has been 14 days. And so she came by, and so we did it.
But do you have this conversation with her at home, Alice?
Yes.
Why is it once a week?
She goes, it's you don't want the sex. I go, yeah, but you know what? If you all of a sudden seduced me, I would have to have sex. I couldn't resist. If you suddenly were on your knees doing something to me, then I'd get in the mood. I mean, I'm always the one to initiate.
Does she give you the same rap, though? Like if you were the one to be sexy and her?
She knows it's her. But I admit she's not attracted to me. I know that. I know she's not.
She doesn't, like, fantasize about the workmen that come and
No, I don't think that. I mean, maybe she does. But she's not into having sex with me.
But you think with the right guy she would be into having sex?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I admit I'm bad in bed. Any woman would be turned off to sleeping with me after a few weeks.
So her sex drive hasn't gone down, just with you it's gone down.
Right. Yeah. Because certainly there's nothing exciting happening in that bedroom that would make you want to get in there.
That's got to be an ego.
I mean, I admit that. No, but I know I'm not good at it. I'm not good with women. I'm not even good with my fake wife in the movie.
It's just funny because when you're here...
I always think of this one line that I heard a guy say. If you're going to understand how men feel about sex, you have to understand that there's no such thing as bad sex.
Right.
So that any sex is good.
Yeah, as long as they have an orgasm.
And women don't really understand that.
No. I don't really care I just care about the outcome.
See, you say you're not good at bed, but I would think you're great in bed because when somebody like Trouble comes in, after she leaves, you describe to me all the things that you would do to her.
Yeah,
but he doesn't do that at home.
I don't do that to my wife. No, I would do that to Trouble.
He doesn't want to do that to his wife.
No, I'd want to do that to a new girl for about 3 days. I'd probably be good for 3 days. And then I'd leave him, and then he'd go, hey, he was pretty good. Oh, yeah. I'd be a great lover.
So your wife is avoiding the bad sex, but there shouldn't be any such thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, hey, she knows I'm bad in bed. Either you're going to be with me and please me.
That.
Yeah. And come home, and when I come home from a hard day, like it's a week straight of shooting and doing a radio show, be there for me. Instead, I get a house full of work guys. She tells me she can't even prepare a meal for me. God damn, I got some life. Then you got all these...
why would you stay? If it's so uncomfortable for you...
I love her.
Oh, don't be
I'm not the problem. I love my wife.
Don't be ridiculous.
She doesn't love me.
Stop complaining, because this is the wife you're in love with.
No. She better work on it.
You're not going anywhere.
Doing you all.
What? What'd you say?
She should be making you dinner and doing you all.
Yeah, no kidding. And I got a list of girls who would do that.
But for how long?
As long as I'm paying them. And I don't mind paying them.
It doesn't matter.
I'm paying my wife. I might as well pay one of them.
You know what? He can't even cheat on his wife in his dreams.
That's right.
How's he going to actually sleep with another woman?
No, my wife's got to release me to do it. She's got to come to me and say, look.
I don't think you could do it.
I can't stand the sight of you.
At this point, your brain wouldn't be able to turn it off.
But see, now Howard agrees with Uzo that all women are prostitutes. He's saying if he's paying his wife, why does he pay somebody that wants to be with him?
Right. Or at least we'll pretend to want to be with him.
You guys all know that anyway. You agree with Uzo yourself.
That's right.
Absolutely.
At this point, I walk in every morning, I'm playing with myself during the entire show.
I know, you told me that this morning.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
What is wrong? You know you're like a sick person.
I am. I'm a pervert.
By the end of the show, now you walk in like...
And the first thing in the morning, I'm wrestling with myself.
He gets reverent.
At 7:15 this morning, he said to me, we go to break, and he goes, I've been touching myself for about an hour.
And really fondling. Anyway,
hey now.
That's sick.
Well, these pants are conducive for fondling oneself.
You know, you're a grown man. Don't act like you're 2 years old.
Yeah.
You can't keep your hands off.
Let's see us make a living if I stop acting like a 2-year-old.
I meant about your hands in your pants.
I can't stop one facet of acting like a 2-year-old. All right, I've got a song here from the Fugees. Have you heard this?
No, I haven't.
No Woman, No Cry, the old Bob Marley tune.
CD3, track 12.
Okay, I got it all set up. And here we go. This I heard on the Sluggo show here.